Hi, parents and caregivers. Kat here, that parenting coach. If you only take one thing from all the parenting advice that's out there, make it this. Because this one shift, wow, is going to change how you see your child, how you respond in those really hard moments, and honestly, how your whole entire home is going to end up feeling. So let's take a deep breath in and out. You ready for this? This shift? Okay. Stop focusing on behavior first and start focusing on the nervous system. Right? Because most of us were taught, and we only know what we know, when a child misbehaves, you must correct it. And yeah, okay. You stop it. You fix it. You teach the lesson right then and that moment so they know. And so we say things like, oh, and let me tell you, I am very guilty of this. Don't do that. Go to your room. Why are you acting like this? You know better. Ooh, that one, hey? And when it doesn't work, because let's be honest, friends, it doesn't, what do? We get louder. We get more frustrated and we get more disconnected. And then we're left wondering, like, seriously, why is nothing working? Right? And then maybe there's something wrong with me. Can't do this. But friends, here's what's happening. The reason why nothing is working is because behavior is not the starting point. The nervous system is. I know, right? But hang on. This is the shift. Regulation before behavior, connection before correction. And then once you actually get this, when you actually see it, you really can't unsee it. It's like once you know, you know. So let's just break it down a little bit. Something really simple. Okay. Your child basically has two main brain states that they move in and out of throughout the day. We've got the upstairs brain, which is, the thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex. And this is where, as I mentioned, the listening is going to happen, reasoning happens, problem solving happens, self control happens. And so this is often known as the wise owl, the prefrontal cortex. That's what we teach the little kids. So then we have the downstairs brain, the emotional, reactive brain. Yeah. This is also known as the barking dog to the little kids that I work with. And this is where we really see big feelings, really impulsive, big reactions, constant survival mode. They're just like, yeah, that fight, flight, freeze. So, the key when the barking dog is active, so their amygdala and their lower brain, the wise owl, prefrontal cortex, upstairs, literally goes offline. So when your child is yelling, like screaming, melting down, refusing, and completely ignoring you, punching holes in the wall, they are not choosing behavior in that exact moment. They are operating from their nervous system state. And in that state, they literally cannot access the skills that you're asking for. It is like out of their capacity. But here's what we naturally do as parents, and I am fully guilty of this. We try to correct the behavior right away. That's what I was told to do. Like when it happens, instant consequence. So we jump straight to the discipline. the consequences, the teaching, the explaining, a lot of want words, right? All while their barking dog, right, the amygdala, is in charge. And so what's going to happen? Well, you guys already know what happens. They escalate. We escalate. And that moment spirals, especially we think about the mirror neurons, right? We know that if we get elevated, they get more so as well. And this is not because you're doing it wrong, friend. It really isn't. Oh my goodness, you're human. You're a parent. But you're trying to teach a brain that is just not ready to learn. So, what does the shift actually look like in real life? Simple. And it really takes practice, friends. I don't know how else to tell you. You got to practice it because it feels kind of out of sorts. It's not what you normally do. So it's something different. But you got to slow it down. Slow it down. And just get curious about what state they're in. It's not about the behavior, it's about the state. So instead of stop yelling, you might say, hey, ooh, I can see this is really big for you right now. And perhaps instead of correcting from across the room, guilty, you get closer to their level. And instead of raising your voice, I told you to knock it off, you lower it. And perhaps instead of pushing for the compliance, do this now, do it this way, you create connection. Because connection, my friends, is what brings the brain back online. For real. Sense of safety. And then the amygdala, the barking dog, quiets. And then the prefrontal cortex, the owl comes back. And once your child starts to regulate, that is when they listen. That's when they can problem solve. That's when they can take responsibility. And then, and only then, my friend, that's when you can guide the behavior. Right? Not before. And I think this is the part that really changes everything. So let's take a deep breath in and out. Your child borrows your nervous system. So when you stay steady, when you slow your breath, and when your tone is calm and grounded, their little nervous system starts to match yours. This, my friends, is called co-regulation. Pretty cool, hey? And it's not about soft parenting because I don't do that. No. This is actually brain-based parenting with some nervous system safety training. You are literally helping build your child's ability to regulate over time. They don't know how. We have to teach them. They borrow our nervous system. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you feel like nothing is working, oh, they're going to feel it too. So come back to this one question. Why does my child's nervous system, or what does my child's nervous system need right now? What does my child's nervous system need right now? Because when you shift from trying to control to trying to connect, you're going to be able to get the behavior, you're going to be able to regulate, and then everything changes. So the power struggles are going to decrease. The connection between you guys is going to grow. And your child actually learns the skills you've been trying to teach all along. Because parenting, It really isn't about being perfect, my friend. Oh my goodness, you're human. But once you understand the brain science and nervous system safety, wow, it changes everything. Parenting can be hard, and it really wasn't meant to be done alone. So be sure to join our growing community. You got this. Oh, if this resonated with you, maybe share it with another parent. That'd be awesome. Share it with somebody else that might need this. Have a great day.